So we are discussing about the accidents. Okay. So accident studies and record. In the case of traffic accident studies, there are different steps involved. Different steps is involved in the collection of accident report, accident data. From the data collected, accident reports need to be prepared. Then location files and diagrams need to be prepared. And all these data, the data regarding to accident, then the prepared report and the prepared location files and diagrams, all these things need to be applied for suggesting a preventive measure. So this is the procedure. Now, what is the collection of accident data? In the accident study, the first step is the collection of accident data. Collection of accident data is the first step in the accident study. So there are different data to be collected for accident occurrence. The data include, first of all, general data. General data include the what is the date and time at which accident has occurred, how many number of people were involved in the accident, what is the nature of accident. Nature of accident means, is the accident of serious nature? Is it sorry, is it fatal or is it a minor accident? These are the accident data to be collected. Next one is location. What is the description and detail of the location at which accident has occurred? So location, description and details of the location of accident is important. Then details of vehicles involved. If one or more number of vehicles are involved in the accident, what are the registration number of vehicle? What is the loading details of the vehicle? If any type of defect has occurred to that vehicle regarding that. So such details are needed. That is the details of vehicles involved. Nature of accident. What is the condition of vehicles involved? Details of collision and pedestrians or objects involved. Damages, injuries, casualties, etc. caused to the accident. These are the different data required regarding the nature of accident. Next one is road and traffic conditions. Details of the geometry of the road. Whether the road is a straight or curved road. What is the surface characteristics of the road, like dry condition, wet or slippery condition, etc. Then what is the type of traffic and what is the density of traffic? Next one is primary causes of accident. Once an accident has occurred, what are the various possible causes? What would be the cause due for that particular accident? Next one is accident cost. After an accident, what is the total cost of the accident that need to be computed in terms of rupees? And last one is preparation of accident report. So collection of accident data include the general data regarding the date, time, number of people involved in the accident, and what is the kind of accident, whether it is serious, fatal, or minor kind of accident. Next one is location. What is the description and details of the location of the accident? Then details of the vehicles involved. Registration number of the vehicle, model of the vehicle, description of the vehicle, loading details of the vehicle, and defects of the vehicle. Nature of accident. What is the condition of vehicles involved? Then details of collision and pedestrians or objects involved, damages, injuries, casualties, etc. caused as part of this accident. Next one is road and traffic condition, primary causes of accident and accident cost. So next step after the data collection, the second step in accident study involves the preparation of accident report. So immediately once an accident has occurred, a report need to be reported to police authorities. The police authorities will be taking legal action. Police authorities will be taking legal action as in the case of accident. Especially legal action will be enforced in the case of accidents where severe injury or casualty or damage to life and property is more. In such case of accidents, severe legal action need to be taken by the police. And what is the accident report of the individuals that need to be taken separately? Next one is accident records. The accident records need to be maintained, and it should give all the particulars of the accident, location of the accident, and other details of the accidents. Location files, in order to check the location of accident and what are the points at which there is chances of high possibility of accident, such points need to be identified. And each police station should be maintaining a file showing the possible spots of accident occurrence in their jurisdiction. A particular police station need to maintain the file regarding these are the places where there is chances of accidents. Next one is spot maps. In spot maps, in one particular location, the accidents occurred in that location may be shown with the help of spots, pins, or symbols. Next one is condition diagram. What are the important physical conditions of an accident location that will be shown with the help of a condition diagram? So the important features that is generally shown in the condition diagram will be what are the roadway limits, if curves are present, lines, bridges, culverts, trees, and all the other parameters or other obstructions present or other features present on the roadway will be shown in case of condition diagram. What will be the obstruction to vision? Then if signs and signals are provided at different location, what is the positioning? So for describing all of these features, there are certain standard symbols used. In case of condition diagram, you cannot randomly use any kind of symbol and say that I have used this for showing a bridge, I have used this for showing a tree, etc. There are standard predefined symbols for each of these features which need to be included in the condition diagram. Next one is collision diagram. Collision diagram means they are diagrams that show the approximate path of the vehicles, and pedestrians involved in the accidents will be shown in the collision diagram. Okay, approximate path of the vehicle and pedestrians involved in the accidents will be shown in the collision diagram. So these are the typical collision diagram and the symbols of collision diagram. These are the different symbols shown in the collision diagram. Okay. So accident investigations and studies. There are 3 stages where accident investigations and studies may be carried out. One is accident investigation. Second one is analysis of individual accidents. And third one is statistical analysis of accidents. Accident investigation means, actually for accident investigations, there should be a mobile laboratory kept ready at every place. A bus will be occupied with a central instrument, and using this bus, if the accident has occurred, is there any alcohol content in the breath of the driver involved in the accident? That need to be checked. What are the characteristics of the vehicle? That need to be checked. If the accident has occurred due to some skidding problem on the pavement surface, how much is the skid resistance of the pavement surface? That need to be checked. So actually in an accident investigation team, a traffic engineer is mandatory. Now, these are the general observations which are made in the field as part of an analysis of a traffic accident. First one is, what is the length of skid marks? What is the length of skid marks due to partial and full skidding? Next one, what is the relative position of vehicles and objects involved in the accident? Measurement of length of skid marks due to partial and full skidding. Then relative position of vehicles and the objects involved in the accident need to be recorded. Then details of the accident, injuries, damages, etc. need to be recorded. What are the conditions of the pavement surface? What are the conditions of shoulder? And what are the other conditions of vehicles through which the vehicles involved in the accident have moved? What are the environmental conditions? These need to be determined. Next one is condition diagram of accident locations. So these are the different general observations to be recorded. There are certain tests to be conducted for the driver. I told that driving under the influence of an alcohol is a crime under the Indian Penal Code. So if an accident has occurred, the breath of the drivers who's involved in that accident need to be checked. There will be a suitable breath analyzer. So if the driver is dead, this breath test can be conducted only if the driver is alive. But if the driver is dead, the body fluid of the driver, the spinal fluid of the driver will be tested for determining the presence of alcohol. Now, even if the driver is not under the influence of alcohol, there are other characteristics of driver like the reaction time, distance judgment, vision, hearing ability, etc. So such things also need to be tested. So tests on driver include the analysis of breath of driver for determining the alcohol content, and also the test for determining the reaction time, distance judgment, angle of clear vision, etc. In certain cases, the accident occurrence may be during the night time. So if the accident is occurred during night, the glare vision and the recovery test are to be conducted on the driver to, in addition to the above test. Next one is skid resistance of pavement surfaces. The average skid resistance of the road surface should be measured under the prevailing condition of the surface. Soon after the accident, what is the skid resistance of the surface that need to be measured? For this, you need to use special type of equipments. Next one is vehicle test. What is the condition of vehicle? Condition of vehicle means what is the braking ability of the vehicle? What is the condition of steering of the vehicle? These things need to be determined. Then essential accessories and other general condition of the vehicles involved in the accident need to be tested. Tests on the general condition and essential accessories of vehicles. Then what is the characteristics of the vehicles and objects involved in the cross section of the collapse members? So what are the probable causes of accident? The assessment of probable causes of accident include what is the type, site condition, position of vehicle and objects involved in the existing condition. Next one is cost analysis. Cost analysis means actually what is the cost involved in the accident that need to be analyzed. So the cost analysis include what are the injuries and fatalities to the persons involved in the accident. Is there any damage caused to the vehicle? Is there any property damage? Then what are the other consequences, including the traffic delay? Then investigation and legal proceeding. These are the cost. These are the things to be noted in the cost analysis. Next one is statistical analysis. Statistical analysis means what are the effectiveness of various measures? I told that as part of accident studies, there are different measures suggested which can be useful for reducing the accident rate. So the statistical analysis will give an idea on the effectiveness of various measures. There are various measures for reducing the accident rate. How effective is the various measures that can be identified by the statistical analysis of road accident. So if the mobility increases, if more and more number of vehicles are getting present on the road, what will happen? It will increase the probability of accident. With number of road users, the number of accidents are also found to increase. So analysis of individual traffic accidents. Analysis of individual traffic accident means once an accident has occurred, the traffic engineer will be going to the field and the traffic accident will be analyzed. This analysis of traffic accident is done to draw some sound conclusions. What is the original speed of different vehicles involved in the various type of accidents that need to be computed? Some typical modes of vehicular accidents include, there are different cases or different conditions by which an accident may be occurring. First case is a moving vehicle. A vehicle is in motion and it will be colliding with a parked vehicle. Second one is two vehicles are in motion and they are coming from different directions and they are colliding at an intersection. Third one is there is no need of an intersection. There are two vehicles approaching from the opposite direction and they are having a head-on collision. It is not at an intersection. And last one is the vehicle will be colliding with a stationary object or a rigid structure. For example, it will be colliding with an electric post, a tree, or any buildings or any other kind of structure. So these are the different causes or different typical modes of vehicular accident. A moving vehicle will be colliding with a parked vehicle. A moving vehicle will be colliding with a stationary object or a moving object. Two vehicles that are approaching in the opposite direction or different direction may be colliding at an intersection, and head-on collision of two vehicles approaching from opposite direction. These are the different typical modes of vehicular accidents. Now, what are the steps to be taken care when an analysis of traffic accident is done? If skid marks are present at the accident location, what is the distance of the skid mark that need to be measured? So that what is the actual braking distance of the vehicle? The skid mark will be occurring once the vehicle is coming to stop. Even after the application of brake, the vehicle will be moving to certain distance, and the wheels of the vehicle in the locked condition, and but still movement, that will be causing skid. So what is the actual skid distance that need to be measured? Some cases the skid marks will not be visible. If skid mark is not visible, you can assume that it is a free collision without the brakes being applied. Now, there are three measures for reduction of accident. That is very important. Three measures for the reduction of accident. It can be called as 3 E's. Engineering measures, enforcement measures, and education measures are the three measures, 3 E's for the reduction of accidents. So engineering measures means, first of all, a proper design of road is very much important for the engineering measure for reduction of accident. So the geometrical design features of the road, like what is the side distance, width of pavement, horizontal and vertical alignment design, like skid resistance, etc., need to be checked. Next one is preventive maintenance of vehicle. The braking system of the vehicle, steering and lighting arrangement of vehicles, etc., will be checked at suitable intervals. Next one is before and after studies. The record of accidents and the pattern of accidents for different locations. What is the pattern in which accident has occurred? It need to be studied. So that is the before and after studies. In case of certain traffic conditions, after making the necessary improvements in the design and also enforcing the regulation, we have to maintain the record of accidents. The accident records need to be maintained before and after the introduction of preventive measures. Next one is road lighting, whether the lighting provided on the road in case of night driving was proper or not. These are the different engineering measures. Coming to the enforcement measures, there should be strict legal enforcement for making sure that the drivers are driving the vehicle in the prescribed speed limit only, or they are not over speeding the vehicle. Traffic control devices are installed at proper locations conveniently. Proper usage of traffic signs, proper maintenance of traffic signals, channelizing islands, etc., are present. It need to be ensured. Here you can see that these two figures. The first figure is showing an uncontrolled movement of, this is showing an intersection. There are 4 roads approaching this intersection and there is no control measures. There is no enforcement measure for controlling the traffic of this particular intersection. So what is happening? There are more chances of collisions occurring, right? Vehicles coming from the different directions may be colliding with one another, and there is a chance that severe accidents will be caused due to this situation. Whereas observe the second figure. In the second figure, you can see that different channelizing islands are installed. If different channelizing islands are installed, what will happen? There is a proper enforcement measure to make sure that the vehicles are not getting collided with one another during the movement over the different wings of the intersection. Next one is training and supervision. So in order to issue license to drivers and also in order to issue fitness certificate and registration certificate to the vehicles, a proper evaluation of the skills of the driver and a proper evaluation of the characteristics of the vehicle need to be done. So the officials who is vested with these responsibilities need to be given proper training and their work need to be supervised properly. Next one, the drivers of the vehicle should be checked for their vision, hearing ability, reaction time, etc. suitably. So medical check is necessary. Next one is special precaution for commercial vehicle. For commercial vehicle, there is a need of an attendant or conductor for giving the proper directions while the vehicle is being parked or the vehicle is negotiating a curb. Assistant or a conductor need to be present in the commercial vehicle for giving direction. Next one is observance of law and regulation. So these are the different, first one was engineering, second one was enforcement. So these are the different enforcement measures. Third E, I told that there are 3 E's for the reduction of accident. First one being engineering, second one being enforcement, and the third one is educational measures. By providing education to the road users, the road users should be well educated regarding the traffic laws, traffic facilities, then the necessity for maintaining discipline while using the road, etc. So this can be done with the help of traffic police, Indian Road Congress, for different age group, especially in schools and all. Such camps where traffic awareness is provided to students can be conducted. Next one is educating the public regarding the need for safety driving. So these are the different E's. I repeat, there are 3 E's for the reduction of accident. First one being the engineering measures. Engineering measures means the design features of the road, design features of the vehicle, etc. need to be properly maintained. Second one is enforcement. Enforcement means the driver characteristics, road characteristics, and vehicular characteristics need to be monitored strictly in compliance with the existing laws. And the third one is providing education to the road users regarding the different safety aspects of pedestrians as well as the vehicular traffic. Okay, so this is about the accident studies.